Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. What I said for today's video, the topic is courtesy of Billy. Thanks so much, Billy. I really appreciate it. And also, I have, was it 3 or 4 topics that other people have suggested that I wrote down. They'll be coming up in the next few weeks. So, like, people have had some really cool ideas for these videos. Sometimes these ideas are easy for me. Sometimes they're hard. So it's always nice to have suggestions. I appreciate it, guys. But yeah, I think, it's 3. It is 3. I wrote down 3. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. So he just straight up asked, or put it out there to me in the same text as the last topic from last week, just one beer for the rest of your life. So here's kind of my thought process behind it, or some things I factored and thought about. To me, it's different than like Desert Island beer. That one I want to be more refreshing. To me, that's more of like a sequential from Dogfish Head or something, probably. This is, in my mind, I'm just like living in my normal house with my normal life. But there's just, for whatever reason, only one beer I can get for the rest of my life. So one of the things I really thought about is it can't be too new of a beer, or new to me, I should say. Because to me, it's got to be tried and true for my own palate. Like, I've liked this beer for a long time. What you gravitate towards can change over time. So like something I like today a lot, I don't know about 10 years from now, but man, a beer I liked 10 years ago that I still like now, or even like 20 years ago, right? That bodes pretty well. And now that I'm of a certain age, I can kind of go back a couple decades and be like, wait, I've liked that beer for a long time. Some of the ones I considered, and the reason I brought up Sequential was I'm like, oh yeah, that's like my desert, or probably would be my Desert Island beer, but I'm like, yeah, different topic. Flower Power is one I've enjoyed for many years. It just doesn't hit enough, because there's so many styles I like, it doesn't quite hit enough of the different notes. I talked about this at some point, whether it was the Mount Rushmore video or when I was reviewing it, the Le Fin des Mondes, because that has a lot of different flavors I like, and you can get those flavors in other styles and other beers, but it might be hard to get all those in one. So like that was when I really considered something bold. Like if you ask my wife what's my favorite beer, she would probably say Bourbon County, and I love that beer so much. Excuse me, obviously, if you watch my channel. And but again, kind of like the Sequence or the Flower Power, it doesn't do enough things. It doesn't check enough boxes for other styles. It checks a lot of boxes for that style. Fair enough. Flower Power, same thing for that style. So I really wanted to pick something that had that like cross-sectional appeal where it's like, man, this drinks like it's supposed to for the style, but like it kind of scratches these other itches for other. We have to come up as a society of English speakers a better way of phrasing that, scratching a lot of itches, but it gets the point across. So I actually landed on this, and I was like, this kind of hits everything I was thinking. And I did look it up online just to kind of like make sure. I looked at the website, the brewery's website, like their description, what's in the beer and stuff. I'm like, yeah, so this is, I wasn't like misremembering anything. I'm like, this is what I'm thinking was part of this beer. And I'm like, yeah, so this is what I'm going to pick. Ommegangs Hennepin. So it's got, it's like 7.7 ABV. So like, it'll get you where you need to go. That actually wasn't a factor. But like they do the adjuncts, which is funny. I talked about this in the video that'll air tomorrow, or not tomorrow, that aired yesterday. They add some adjuncts. It's got, I just looked this stuff up like 20 minutes ago. Ginger, grains of paradise, maybe coriander. So like it's got some citrusy elements, which I like. So when I'm drinking an IPA, double IPA, whatever, something in the pale ale family, I like other fruit flavors in those. But man, I really like when orange is part of it. So like I got some citrus kind of notes in there, which is nice. I got the Belgian stuff that I love, I gravitate towards. Not that I would age Hennepin for a particularly long time, but like I enjoy it fresh. I could let it sit for a year and kind of revisit it, see how it changed. It is bottle conditioned, so it kind of can keep doing stuff, which is cool. It can be thirst quenching. To me, it's like one of those ones you got to be really careful because of the ABV. It's high. It drinks, not in flavor, but in terms of alcohol, it drinks lower than it is. It does not drink as high as it is. alcohol-wise, but flavor-wise, it delivers every time to me. It can be contemplated. It pairs very well with food. So to me, it checked a lot of those kind of boxes. I was trying to be pretty thorough. I think this is like my definitive answer, but things could change. Maybe I do the same video 2 years from now. Who knows? But like right now, that seems to be the sweet spot where it has a flavor profile that I like in many ways. Yeah, it doesn't scratch the stout itch. It does, or barrel aging. It's kind of hard to do that. So yeah, that's what I came up with. It's not a perfect one in terms of every possible thing I like about different beers, but enough. So how about you guys? What are your thoughts? One beer for the rest of your life? Would you make the distinction between a deserted island beer and one beer for the rest of your life? Anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get that conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. There's no hype beer reviews in both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.